Okay, so some Google Classroom things. This is mostly going to be covering some updates from this summer that you probably have seen, as well as some things that they've changed with the. Uh, there's an upgrade you can get to Google Classroom. It only costs under $5 a month, but it is something you'd have to have your school do. It's not something you can do yourself. But they can upgrade just individual teachers in your Google for Education. So it's called the Teaching and Learning Upgrade. And you'll see here, this is one of my Google Classrooms. And one of the things you'll see that most of you, if you almost probably none of you, if you don't have the teaching learning upgrade, is this quick links little thing off on the side here, which is just super handy. You can put different links here. So if you use a website a lot, like an external website, this is to my weekly agenda that they can see what's going on. I have a hall bathroom pass that they fill out if they are going to the bathroom, and a limited number of those. So they fill that out there. I have a online textbook that can be viewed, the syllabus. Other classes, I have links to other sites, other things that we go to frequently right here. So that's a neat option there. Like English 10 here, you'll see I have a few other additional ones. They have some different tools that they can use on a site called Magic School. It's a couple of curated AI things that I can either put in or remove, and that's what they can use. Different extra credit opportunities, type stuff. So that's one of the things that is very it's handy. Is it required? No, but it's handy. Then if you're in classwork, most of you, I guess it's easier to show it over here. On this side tab here, this is new, Gemini. So these are all different tools. A lot of other places, if you've done anything with like Magic School AI or different tools like that, these are similar things that you can use as a teacher. There are a few tools that students can use as well that are available. They're pretty innocent. They're not probably gonna be able to do their homework with them, but they're useful tools for them. I haven't seen students using them a whole lot, for better or for worse. But these are things that you can use. I've not played around with these a whole lot. I use mostly Gemini if I am going to use things just on its own. But these are different tools if you want to generate a quiz, create a rubric, generate a quiz. You can give it a topic. And I personally just use Gemini itself. But these are built in here. So there's that. And then what most of you wouldn't see if you don't have the teaching and learning upgrade is the resources. And this I showed last year a few things here with practice sets. They also have interactive videos. So this is where you could take a YouTube video and add questions to it, kind of like Edpuzzle. So I could go find a YouTube video and add questions to it and assign it to the students. Only problem with this, I still use Edpuzzle myself, not this, because there's currently no way to, on Edpuzzle, they can't skip around in the video and not actually watch it. They have to actually at least have it running for it to, so in theory, they're watching the whole thing anyways. This, they can just click around in the video, find the questions. They don't actually have to watch the video. So I haven't found this super helpful yet. But the practice sets, these are pretty handy. So they're originally kind of designed for math, but I could see them. I use them for Spanish. So they look something like this when you build them. It's kind of like a sort of Google form sort of thing, but you can build it, right? You can put in your math problem, whatever you want to put in, and then you put in an answer. You can give them hints. So I've provided some hints, and they show up on the student end, and I just go through and make my question. And notice there are different types: paragraph, short answer, single select, multi-select, and there is a math answer to help make math answers and for them to make math answers. There's also a place where they can do show work. So, if I were to try this as a student, But this is what it looked like assigned. They would have this here. They would click on it. Oh, good. It is in this this tab, so you guys can see it. So I went through and like number 4 here, but they would put in the teacher's notebook is old, and they would try el cuaderno de las profesora es viejo, and did it wrong. So it would tell them, ooh, did it wrong. And notice it also would be flashing this little thing here with showing a hint. Don't forget your ser conjugation. I have that. So it isn't like personalized, but it does. Me as a teacher, I put that in there of what I thought maybe a student would forget. They left that out, perhaps. But this one wasn't super helpful. But I could go in and, okay, now I need to try again. Cuaderno del, it said male teacher, de el profesor. Oh, and de and el will contract, right? If I'm thinking as a student, es viejo. And if you required showing work, there would be this spot I could show my work here as a student, right? And that would show up for the teacher. And then when I'm done, I can hit check. And if it's correct, it would tell me it's correct. So I have the students, and it gives confetti if you get all the way done. So I have my students try each one at least 3 times, and then they can move on. I can see all the students every time they, all of their efforts. I can see every one of their entries. So I can see their thought process. It will show me on my dashboard who has completed which ones and how much they have yet to go, which ones they got right, which ones they got wrong. So if I was looking here at the student view, it's in a different screen, I can't show you. But if I were to click this review work, it will show me which were the ones that people struggled with, how many got each question wrong, and then I just go through the hard ones. So it eliminates a little of the going over each question, even if students got them all right. So that's a really handy thing. Also, if you have the upgraded Google Classroom, you can now make groups. So in your people here, you can make groups. And I don't have any for this class, but for like one where I have some students from live streaming in to my class, I have a group that is for those students that are live streaming in. And so I can post things differently. So I can make groups. You could do it if you have like a pods or things like that, different groups within class. You can make groups. You can send emails just to certain groups. You can post assignments to just certain groups. That's pretty handy. So that's a pretty neat thing here as well. I did go over some of the grading stuff in a different video, so I'm not going to go over some of that. I think that's about all the big things I was going to touch on. Oh, nope, one other thing. And that is add-ons. So in the premium or in the upgraded teaching and learning, you can get these add-ons. So like Kahoot, I can add Kahoots without having to go and get a link. I can go and it's embedded right in Google Classroom. I can then go and say I want to assign this one. I can make my thing, make all the due dates, all that, and I make it right inside Google Classroom here. And students then complete it right within Google Classroom, which is super nice. And this is where if I had groups, I could have it just for this. I could make it so and have it assigned to certain groups. So that's pretty handy. There's a bunch of different Google Classroom add-ons that they've made. A lot of them, I mean, you can do it without it, but you have to add a link, and then the students are sent to an outside source. This integrates right in Google Classroom, which is pretty neat.